the Bougie Show when you hear what's cause it's the Bougie Show, the Bougie Show. Turn up, turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear what's turn up, turn up, turn up. It's the Bougie Show when you hear what's turn up.
We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Bougie Show. I am Zay the DJ. My guest in front of me is an Egyptian lady driving suckers crazy for love, weighing around 130 pounds, a 34 double D that's known to get busy. The Middle Eastern hottie that's out here catching bodies, pun intended. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sasha Pearl is in the building.
That was a very nice intro. Like,
did it calm your nerves?
you looked it up. You know how
Yes.
big my titties are.
Well, I do have a degree in broadcasting journalism, so I have to do my job as a journalist. Yes.
That's very sexy. I
Yes.
love a smart man.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you coming in here looking astonishing. How are you feeling, Miss Pearl? Are you all right?
I'm very happy.
You are?
Yes.
When did you come back to California?
Tuesday. Like
Tuesday.
The second.
So you were out there shooting in Miami?
I was.
What were you shooting?
Everything.
Everything?
Well, I mean, not everything.
Who'd you perform with?
Well, let's see. It was a few. Alex Adams. I
Okay.
did.
All right.
Tony Rubino.
Okay. Yep. Know who that is?
New person, Kai Jackson.
Okay. Don't know who that is, but go ahead.
He's started 5 months ago. But he's kind of like, he's thought after.
Okay.
And we had it in. He had my first anal.
Oh, so they already broke you in, huh?
Well,
So you're.
it wasn't my first. It was my second first.
Okay, got you.
So, and it was tough.
Why was
that
it tough?
Boy.
He's a hot boy?
No,
Oh.
no. I'm saying like that boy really, really tough. Like it was a tough shoot. I was struggling. I didn't
With the
know.
anal?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know a lot of it about just.
So why did you do it without being fully prepared?
I thought I was. I just once I was in
You
that
had the butt
phase-
plug, you fast, you did
No,
everything.
I didn't know about the butt plug. Okay. I mean, I kind of heard of it, but I wasn't. It's been a year, so I haven't. I don't know. I kind of slipped my mind, I guess.
So did you get the job done?
Yes, we did. But he was a team player.
What about vagina work? Did you get that worked also?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did that too. Of course.
We'll applaud that. Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. All right, let's take this from the top. You got less than a year up under your belt as a performer. Your introduction to the adult film industry occurred how?
It was mainstream.
Wait, how did you get in the game?
An ex-porn star told me about
Female or male?
female.
Okay.
Yeah, my car broke down when I was. I used to dance before I started.
Exotic dancer?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was supposed to go from St. Louis to Chicago, but my car broke down in St. Louis, and I ended up staying at a friend's, and she had a photo shoot with an ex-porn star. And I was like, oh my gosh, porn star, you say?
Okay.
So I was like, can I join? And they were very, they were very nice. They let me in. And I was so infatuated by the porn star. So I started asking her, so how did you do it? What did you do? Blah, blah, blah. And then she told me the tea, and she was like, my agent still hits me up if you want to give it a go. I was like, you think? Mm-hmm. She told me what kind of pictures to take, and I sent those pictures out like on a Sunday. I flew in Monday. I shot my first movie Wednesday.
Who took the pictures?
Professional photographer.
Okay. You were naked or you had clothes on when you took the
No,
pictures?
you had to be nude because they have to see your body.
How did you trust the photographer?
I've worked with him before
Okay.
because before I joined the industry, I had started just being on the internet 6 months before just to promote my exotic dancing.
Right.
So yeah, so I was already taking professional pictures for the gram,
Yeah, I got you.
I know, I think it's hilarious.
Who
but I
taught
love
you how
it.
to dance?
Belly dancing?
Oh, that what you were doing? Belly dancing?
Oh,
okay.
no. I was
Exotic dancing. I was
exotic
referring.
dancing.
Yeah. How'd you learn how to do that?
I just started taking belly dance classes. That's why
Okay,
it's
that's
in
why it
my
popped in your
head.
head. How did you learn how to be an exotic dancer?
I just one time was really down on my luck, needing money ASAP, and this girl was like, strip club. I was like, what? Strip club?
What state was this?
Oklahoma.
Wow. So you spent time in the Midwest?
Yeah, actually, I still live in the Midwest.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
So you just around here getting it how you live, huh? You in these streets, you're acting. Goddamn, let's rub
Yeah.
Sasha. Had you been intimate on camera prior to joining the adult film industry?
No, actually.
Were you dating at the time you joined?
I'm married.
You're married?
Yes.
Interesting enough.
Yes.
Where's your husband live?
Back home.
And that is
in the
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, Missouri area.
Oh, Missouri.
Yeah.
Midwest. Okay, still in
Yeah.
the States. Okay.
No.
How often do you see? You know, I interviewed Hazel Grace yesterday. She's also married. Her husband is a Marine, and she says she got a man in every state. Do you have that?
I'm
Okay,
working
not
on
gonna throw you under the
it.
bus. Okay, all right.
And
So
he's
your
okay. He's
your husband
open.
knows what you do.
Yeah, he of course.
He's a sugar daddy.
No,
Okay.
we have history. We've
Is
been
there
together.
age?
And no, we're same age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you let him step out?
What does that mean?
Step out with other people.
We don't have time.
He doesn't have time?
No, he's
How you know that? A man always makes time to get some new kitty cat.
well, his job is very demanding,
Oh.
and we have a lot of children.
Oh, you have kids?
I do.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, I can't tell you the last time a performer has sat in front of me and had kids. And if they did, they didn't announce it. How many you got?
4.
From him?
Yes.
All from him?
Yes.
I'm scratching my head real quick. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to process this.
Okay.
You have 4 kids. How old are these children?
Some in their teens.
So you have teenage children.
Yes, half and half.
Do they know who you are?
They don't really. I'll tell you, I raised them. I grew up very religious, and God and the fear of God was put into me as a very young age. So I wanted to shelter them from that, and I did not raise them with religion. My ex,
I understand that.
well, my current husband, he didn't grow up with the religion.
Okay.
So when I
Come
got
into the mic a
with
little
him-
bit for me.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, he grew up without religion, and I kind of liked that he didn't have to struggle mentally with a lot of, existential kind of questions, because he didn't grow up being told there's God, there's this, and he was more free, and I kind of envied that freedom. But I'm over it now. So I didn't want my children to be subjected to that, and
You
I
feel
felt,
like, go ahead, sorry.
and I feel like just religion puts a lot of ideas in our head that about our humanity, like it makes it seem sinful when we can just enjoy being true to ourselves.
Do you feel like religion is a form of control?
Of course.
Okay, we'll applaud that. I like when people are awake, goddammit. Drop a horn in the palm.
It was good at the time that it was created because it kept a lot of people in check.
Right, and
But
kept
I
people
feel-
being morally good, right?
Yeah,
Having
but-
good morals, right? Go ahead.
But I feel like now you just, if I can have my freedom as long as I'm not affecting other people's freedoms, then
What's
I
the
think
problem?
that should be respected and protected.
Do your friends and family from the Middle East know who you are? and
Not
what you do?
yet. I'm still working on that.
I gotta imagine that if they find out, they're not gonna be happy campers, especially with it being so prohibited and basically banned overseas.
My siblings, I told them, and we haven't spoken since.
Since your husband, when you told, how did that break down? You said, "Hey, I want to get into this world, this industry." How did you approach him with that? How did you inform him of that
Well,
thought?
It's not like.
Oh, you
that
just
kind
tell him
of
this is what you're doing?
It's the kind of person I have been. I have issues. I'm bipolar, and I have issues with.
No, the lady who's married also said she's been diagnosed with bipolar yesterday, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it's all making sense now.
And I get these bursts where I'm very hypersexual, I'm very spontaneous, I'm very crazy. So sex falls easy.
Are you a size queen?
I don't know yet.
Okay. All right. Oh, you haven't been in the game long enough. You'll find out when you start working with
I did.
Brickzilla and Dread.
No. I have to tell you a
Okay.
story. Okay, so I have had my first, big dick for mainstream just April 1st. With
It wasn't a fool though, huh? It wasn't a joke.
It was with
It was hard as a
Sheen.
rock. Go ahead, Sasha. I'm listening.
It's with Sheem the Dream, and
Oh, okay.
he I didn't know that your sciatic nerve can act up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He just I've never my body was just so
Numbed out.
I didn't know you can experience something like that. It was just fucking insane.
Well, you are in the adult entertainment industry. Those are.
Well, I'm progressing, I'm experiencing different things, and he was my first big dick, and I was just, it was different on camera because you have a director telling you cut here, so I'm not, just very, but it's not like a content. When you're chilling with a guy and you're just already
right,
like
content creating, right, it's a
have the
vibe, right,
hot- yeah.
It's on set.
Yeah, it's like,
light,
stop.
camera, action.
Are you getting too turned on? No, focus. Because they tell me, most directors, is I break character, okay? And it's because a lot of the times the sex I haven't had before.
I get
so
it.
my body is like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be a stepmom. Fuck.
How long have you
Stop
been
saying
married?
daddy.
How long have you been married?
15 years, ever
Jesus.
since
So that's where, okay, now it makes sense.
yeah.
Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. Have any of your exes reached out after finding out you're an adult performer?
I only have one ex.
Oh, that's it. Does he know?
He is arrested.
He was arrested?
He is, now.
So he's in jail.
Gone
He's
forever.
incarcerated. Oh, he got
Yeah.
life in jail?
Yeah, he acted.
Which country?
Guam.
Guam?
Yes, he's arrested in Guam.
Guam. Is that like abbreviated for Guatemala or some shit? What the
No,
hell is
the
Guam?
I-
Guam, G-U-A-M,
Guam,
right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got you.
I'm not pronouncing it
Yeah,
wrong.
okay. No, you're not.
Cool. Okay, cool. You're messing me up. But please do call me out if I'm pronouncing something. I want
will.
to be
And
proper.
you do the same to me. You didn't join the game at 18 or 21.
No.
So you're not easily manipulated. You have a mind of your
No,
own.
I'm very easily manipulated. What
But
are
you
talking
still,
about?
you know right from wrong. You
Yeah.
can walk in a room and be around men and still know how to move.
I know they have money and I can take it.
Stop the fuckery.
It's time to stop the fuckery.
Have you had any of your peers, meaning directors, makeup artists, talents, agencies, got out of pocket with you?
What does that mean?
Got out of line with you? Tried to pull a fast one on you?
No, I've been having great experiences, and that's why I keep coming back, because it's I'm addicted now. I want more.
So how often do you get to go back home?
Okay, so I started last year and I shot for 6 months and I disappeared for 6 months because I was going to college at the time. I was trying to graduate, which I have,
You did? What'd you graduate in?
economics.
Oh, wow. We'll
bachelor's.
applaud that. So what are you going to do with it?
Rule the world. No, do this. This is a business, right?
Correct.
So it's good to understand finance and
Right.
I can't remember everything, so
That's fine. That's
don't
fine.
quiz
I'm
me.
not tripping. We over here vibing. You're drinking champagne. I'm drinking wine,
know,
and we're
thank you.
we're having a good time. Go ahead. Did you inform any of your peers in the industry that you were going to be joining us?
Here?
Any performers that you are you friends with any performers at this moment in time?
I'm very friendly, so
Not friendly. Friends with any performers. Being nice and sociable.
I'm not here
you
a
just-
lot
okay.
to do that. That's the.
I get it.
I spend quality time with people when I can, and I reach out if birthday or somebody comes on my feed. I celebrate them. Like I'm
It is time to stop the fuckery.
okay. I like your.
The drops. Let me ask you, because I had a performer in here earlier tell me that all men have seen their booty hole. Has your husband ever seen his butthole? I've never seen my butthole. She swore me up and
No,
down. that-
yeah, because I sometimes I take pictures. It's like, hey, I'm having a pimple there. Can you please take a picture of my butt?
Okay.
Like, yeah, I mean, I've seen it. Yeah, he's seen his butthole.
That's because he had a medical health concern.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right.
Are you talking about if he
She was just saying, like, all men have seen their butthole, all men have tasted their own semen, and I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not true. Oh, when you're whacking up, no, because
if I was a man, I would.
You would what?
I would taste my semen for sure.
You're fucking fried. Right. Jesus. And I say Jesus, I don't mean religion.
God.
All right. What's the most valuable and cherished advice you've gotten from somebody in this industry the time you've been in there? You've been in here for what now?
A year?
Yeah. What's the best advice you've gotten? Besides from interviews and watching that.
Advice for joining the industry. You gotta really want to get fucked.
You gotta want to have sex. You gotta want to be a performer.
Sorry, I didn't know
understand.
if like fucked you could have.
That's fine. You can speak your language. I've heard it all.
Cool.
Sasha Pearl joining us. February 27th, you tweeted, quote, I am really in a transition time in my life. I'm truly a caterpillar turning to I graduated 2 months ago. I decided to move on from stripping to porn, and like everything in life, you got to put in the work. I've been on a journey, and I'm very grateful. What led to that tweet?
I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm moving. I didn't know if my nipple is
Oh, that's fine. It won't show anyways. The camera won't catch that.
I just didn't know if I wanted to. I wanted to let people know that I'm not dancing anymore, so they can't like message me about being at work or something like that, and just be just let porn people know that I'm like super invested into it.
You're here to be a performer.
Yes.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. We'll applaud that, goddammit. That's what you got in it for. You put yourself out there, you better put yourself out there for real.
Yes.
Let's go to another tweet. March 2nd, you tweeted, quote, is it bubblegum pink or roast beef brown? What's that all about? I didn't understand the tweet, so I just wanted to ask you about it.
Okay, it's just different skin tones.
Okay.
You know, for example, like me, like I'm a brown girl. Like my
When you say brown girl, you're referring to your complexion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like my vagina down there is like.
It's what, dark brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know your
and like
complexion
pink girls, like or white girls. It's just like they're
very
Slavic.
Pinky. Well, actually, the darker you are, I think it's the pink. Yeah. The darker.
Yeah, it's just.
So
like
you got
natural.
that doo-doo brown in a good way. Vagina.
I mean, I own my body. Like if that's how it looks, then yeah.
Do you do Kegel exercises? You give me the vibe like you do Kegels. You know what Kegel is?
Yeah, they tell you about it after you like.
I literally forgot to ask every performer when I was talking about vagina maintenance. Do they do Kegel? I found out that from a dominatrix woman.
Well, yeah.
What performers out there are you preying on? Like you gotta have them.
I do have a few in mind.
Tell me. Male and female. Do you mess with girls?
I do.
Would you prefer to stick?
In my personal life, I'm very like straight, so I like to experience dick. You know.
Are you submissive?
Yeah, but sometimes I do like to play the dom role.
What were you thinking? Go ahead.
I'm still learning about it. You know.
Do you have a talk game? Because a lot of the performers, I was asking, what do they think that they can prove with their sex game, and they was like, "Oh, improving my talking dirty." Like, but it has to be in you. It has to be in you and not on you to talk dirty, right? So you have to.
Oh, the talk dirty.
Applaud me, goddammit. Yeah, to talk dirty. Do you talk dirty? Or
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But is it natural, or are you just doing it for the camera?
Both.
Okay. So, what were you thinking when I asked you to come in there and to pick out an outfit to wear during your interview? At first, you were cautious. What were you thinking? It was okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
because you had a moment when you was like, I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. You had to express that to me, and I was like, no, I ain't tripping. I just.
Yeah, I tend to over-explain myself.
I do that too. Sometimes say too much. That's because I want to be understood and I don't have no misunderstanding, you know. Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. So you didn't actually say anybody performers you're preying on. Who out there do you want to do scenes with?
I can say, okay, J-Mac.
J-Mac. Shout out to You'll get him. You want to get pile drive by J-Mac?
Yeah, but I don't want to be like, I mean, I've already like geeked over a bunch of people, so I'm kind of like
Geeked over.
So I don't want to like keep.
Take your
doing
time, man.
it.
Trust me. The more important thing is to make sure the vagina is healthy, because that's what you're gonna need.
I do take care. Actually, joining the industry made me very cautious about that than I had in the past.
Do you talk with your husband about scenes, and does he ask you how's it go down? Do you go
Yeah,
into
yeah.
detail? Or you just say, "Hey, it was a good day."
He watches them. Yeah.
Does he get turned on? Does he watch it to see what he can learn from it, or just seeing how you've
He likes the
react
hot
to it?
wiving thing. Like we'd go before to like swingers club, and he just like watch me do. We never like.
He would
really,
watch you perform with another man.
we never like did too much because we're very like OCD about like things you can't wash off, and it was just very to us. It's still out of our comfort zone, but at the same time, it's very erotic.
If he wanted a girl, would you let him perform with a girl?
Yeah,
at a
I
swinger
did.
party?
I
you did
watched
let him do
him,
it.
yeah.
And how was that? Did you get turned on by that?
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I was like, look at
Did
him.
he get turned
fuck.
on by
Because-
you getting rocked?
It varied. Sometimes he kind of took me out of the situation because he felt I was being taken advantage of.
Taking advantage of
in the
while it's happening?
situation, like for example, like mostly there's an etiquette in going to these things, and like let's say I am fucking with this couple, my husband should, because we're together, they kind of should be. We kind of like excluded him,
Right.
and we're doing, and I was kind of too like drunk or
Right,
whatever.
right.
So he did it like if I had woken up and I had found out that I had done something extra with them. I would have felt really upset that he did it. Yeah.
That's 100. We'll applaud that.
Sorry, I'm very nervous. I'm just, and not in a bad way. This is very surreal for me. Just being where people I grew up, like, just not grew up, but just when I started like looking into the industry, just seeing them, that they were on this show. And I'm here, it's just.
And you're supposed to enjoy the moment.
I am.
You've had a well, let me go back up here. What sexual acts are not on your no checklist, or are on your no checklist? What won't you do?
I don't know. I kind of want to. I mean, okay, I do know. I don't like scat stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. That's disgusting.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
but
That's fine.
other stuff like that, I want to.
Urinating is fine. Okay, you like to.
Haven't done it.
You like golden showers? All right,
I
gotcha.
haven't done it like in a professional setting.
What about rough? What about facial abuse? Things like that.
Yeah,
You like
that's
that?
very hot.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Something I ask every performer: have you had a performer use his penis as a weapon?
What's that mean?
Meaning out to jackhammer you and just pound you out and destroy you.
I mean, I want to see.
It sounds like that's what you want. Goddamn, it's not a
It
fuckery.
is time to stop the fuckery.
I just want to see like who would tap out first. Like,
Oh, so it's the challenge.
yeah.
That's you.
It's
Okay.
kind of like we're getting into a battlefield.
What don't you
But
like
sexy.
about what don't you like about male performers when performing?
I'm just every single guy I can write actually write poetry. I can write a poem for every guy. I'm a people lover, and just having them share their body with me is just I don't know. I have nothing left.
Well, I guess you haven't been around long enough. A lot of females will tell you bad hygiene and all that kind of stuff. So, what's your favorite part about?
Maybe my agent has been selective with
who
giving
you
me
put-
good experiences.
What's your favorite part? Because you have a different agent each time when you're on the West Coast and East Coast. Brian is East Coast and West Coast is what,
Yeah,
OC
but
modeling?
they're family.
Yeah.
And not OC modeling. 101 modeling.
101. Okay, got you. What's your favorite part when performing with a male performer? I know I asked you about the part you dislike, but what's your favorite part about performing with a male?
The point of entry when the dick goes in.
First
the
goes in. Well, goddamn, we'll talk about. You are a freak, yes?
I'm learning about it.
Freak in the building.
No, you are a freak. There's nothing to think about. You are a freak. Vagina maintenance. Now let's talk about that. What are you doing? Because you've had 4 kids, so you know how the box works. What do you do, especially now you're out here performing with these performers? What are you doing to make sure that it gets its primary care, that everything is functioning properly?
Of course, I check for odor, like discharge.
When you check for odor, do you bend down and smell it, or you just take your panties
I like
off and then hit the room?
No, I'll take a tissue and I'll shove it in my pussy
Jesus
and rub
Christ.
it, and then
Jesus Christ.
get some of the liquid,
It is
and then I
time
smell
to
it.
stop the fuckery.
No.
I appreciate the honesty. I do. That's the
Sorry.
first time I've heard that somebody actually take a toilet paper and
Yeah, I have
put it up to their
because it like
nostrils.
saturates it, so I can kind of know. Because sometimes like you're your own person.
But strong vagina, usually once the panties come off, you're in a room, you're gonna smell it.
No, but that's when you let something get too much.
Oh, so
I
you
like
try to catch it
nip
from the
it in the
get-go.
butt. Yeah.
We will applaud that, goddammit.
I'm very
Damn right.
OCD about my hygiene and stuff.
I'm listening. I don't know what the hell he was telling me, but go ahead. I'm listening.
I thought we were in our own little world.
We are in a long little world. I just caught eye contact with him when I didn't want to. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Sorry,
I'm listening. Go ahead, Sasha.
I forgot.
You were saying you were talking about vagina maintenance.
Yeah, I mean it's not important. It'll come back to
Okay.
me.
All right. So we can go on. So you're doing the things you need to do. You're doing boric acid and all that stuff to make sure you take days off after like you just had experienced your first big.
Yeah.
Rather than something you've never been accustomed to before.
I hydrate. I
What did
drink
you
a
do
lot
the
of
next day
water.
after performing with him?
With
With the guy that you said your first big.
Dick, I
Yeah.
took what that happened on Monday, took Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and I worked
to
on
recover.
Saturday.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
I
Give that
also
much time.
like to
'Cause
do.
you've never been stretched like that. So.
Yeah, but I also like to do grounding because you're putting your body through trauma. So I like to thank it for just healing. And
Right. Let's talk about with the recent deaths of performers in the industry, particularly females committing suicide, drug overdose, and all that stuff. What does Sasha Pearl do to make sure her mind state is in a good place?
Just I don't know. Just.
I mean, you're older, so you're able to be in
There's
control of your thoughts.
There's so many things trying to take us out. So.
When you first came to America, how did you come to America? Like when you came here, what were you how did coming here? Did you come here with your husband? How did this happen?
I met him online. Yeah.
You met him online. Which online app was that?
Bebo.
I don't even know what that was.
It was kind of around when before Facebook won. It was in 2005.
So you met him online here.
Online. I was back home.
So what brought you to this country?
We got married.
You got married before meeting him?
Card. No, we had an online relationship for 2 years. He showed up.
Online. So you're talking to somebody for 2 years and you haven't met him.
Yeah, well, I mean, back then there was camera, so you can.
Oh, so you
camera
see him,
chat.
but there was no intimacy. Like y'all didn't have
No.
for 2 years. He went
Yeah.
without actually seeing you and touching you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a war. It was during the Iraq War, so he was stationed.
What year was this?
2005. Yeah.
And what is his What is his ethnicity?
He's like blonde, a dirty blonde, white.
Caucasian man.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Then white men let their women go out there and do their thing, huh?
I mean, it's very. It was like a clash of cultures, you know.
Interesting enough. So he brought you over here to the States,
Yes.
and you got married. You came here and got married immediately.
I got married back home in Egypt before I came here.
So
And then-
he came over there,
Yeah, he came to visit.
and then brought you over. And when he came over there, where were you living at that time? This was during war.
Well, the war was in Iraq.
Okay.
So Egypt, there's no war. So
Okay.
he was just.
You
they
said
go
when
to
the war was
tour.
going on. That's why I got thrown.
Yeah,
off a
yeah.
little.
That's where he got stationed. That's where we met. There was an influx of foreign men in the region.
How did you know you could trust him?
I was very sheltered. I didn't think about it. I mean, I've had a lot of burns on the internet before.
When you say burns, what does that mean?
It means I don't know. Can I say?
You can say
it?
whatever you want to say. There's
like-
nothing that has not been said on this microphone. Go ahead.
I was underage, and some old man tricked me to send him a bunch of nudes and stuff like that. So that was my first, because I trusted him. I thought he was my age. I thought he's in love. I thought.
You weren't human trafficked or anything like that.
No,
Okay.
my parents are very well to do. It's just the internet they did not understand, and it was my only. I lived in Saudi Arabia, so the internet was. I lived in a compound. I had a chauffeur take me to school. I went to a private school. Just you have everything, but you don't have freedom.
You don't have freedom.
I mean, because everything is predictated. What you're studying, what you're doing, who you're gonna get married to. So your life is predestined, kind of.
Programmed.
Yeah, because when you're back home, and we have like class system. So in Egypt we have a class system, so you can't marry somebody like with underneath your class. So you have to marry up or the same.
Controlling everything.
yeah, so you even, and I was like, I don't want to have children in that. I don't want people, I
totally understand.
Yeah.
That's a lot to come from that to come here, have kids, and now you're in the adult film industry.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I want this.
I get it. No, I get it. I totally get it. I'm just processing everything.
Do I have lipstick on my teeth?
No, you look perfectly fine. I would have told you if you look. I'm one of those that if you have crust on your eyes or something, I would tell you.
Thank you.
So getting to America, he just came and brought you over here. There wasn't no process. There wasn't no procedure.
No, there was. Oh my gosh, it was very
that?
hard. We had to go through loops because in Egypt, and if you're a foreign man, you have to get like a certificate from your embassy saying you can marry a woman from this country. And America's like, our citizen can do whatever the fuck they want. They don't need my paper.
Salute America. Salute America, goddammit. We got our flaws, but motherfuckers dying to get over here. Go ahead.
So Egypt was like, no. Actually, it's very funny that you said motherfuckers are lying to get dying to get here.
Yeah, motherfuckers are dying to get over here. What happened?
So yeah, no, it's just.
Talk to me. Why you say that?
It just feels very personal.
It feels real to you?
Yeah.
What you had to do? Fake your death?
No, I didn't have to fake it.
Well, if you didn't fake it, you wouldn't be standing in front of me if you died and came unless you're fucking reincarnated. Are you a superhero? Are you a Marvel character? What is this? Are you a honey badger? Oh, that's the only thing I've seen die and come back.
I'm a hopeless romance.
You a hopeless what? Romance?
Romantic? Yeah.
Romance don't bring you back to life, so I don't know what you're saying.
Well, okay, so.
Go ahead. The floor is. Listen, we are one-on-one here. Talk to me.
So.
You can look in my eyes and see I don't judge you.
Thank you. My ex-husband, my parents said no, you cannot marry a non-Muslim and no, we don't know this man. This is crazy. And at the time, my bipolar disorder started showing up because, I was having this existential crisis. I was like, okay, if I don't marry this person I met, they're going to marry me off to whoever. Because I was starting to get suitors, and very good suitors. So there's no reason why my dad wouldn't be like, yeah, marry this.
It's crazy. Go ahead.
And I was like, fuck. So, and I mean, my ex was not just a guy. He represented freedom. I can come here. I can just be me. I didn't have like a sadistic plan to leave him. And he was my age. He was 2 years older than me. So it was kind of like a very romantic thing. And at the time, there was a very famous movie that came out, The Princess and the Marine. And it was about the Bahraini princess that the American soldier snuck her into America. And it was all over back home. And I was just I was living this dream. And my parents were like, nope. And I was like, okay, well, OD'd on all my medication. And then my brother found me, and then they had to resuscitate me. And I was in a coma for 2 days, and I came back. And then Egypt was like, this girl tried to commit suicide. We have to kill her, because that's how it is. Because suicide is against religion. In Egypt, we don't have separation of state and church.
You don't have, you said that last part?
We don't have like separation of church and state, like in America. If you break an Islamic law, you also break the country's law.
Yes.
So I tried to kill myself, and that in itself is a crime. So, but of course they don't do these outdated rules, because Egypt is more kind of like progressive. So they're like, okay, this girl needs to be in rehab. So I went to rehab for 6 months.
And then what happened after that?
My ex-husband came to America. Came to
get you.
Came to Egypt,
okay.
And then my parents were like, "Oh, she's trying to kill herself for this man. Fuck it." So
what happened after that? I'm listening. Hey, listen, man, we're gonna applaud you for just keeping it real. I'm here. I'm here with you. I don't judge. There's nothing you can say to me.
He turned out to be a piece of shit.
What makes a man a piece of POS?
He lied to me. Just be honest.
Lied to you about what though, Sasha? You gotta elaborate. You can tell me.
He was having, so I was not the only one he was talking to on the internet. Granted, when I met him online, I was talking to a shit ton of guys.
Okay.
But once I talked to him and we kind of, we're
clicking. Okay.
Yeah, I was sending him nudes. I was doing this.
Oh shit. And he's 2 years older than you, correct? That's what you said? Okay.
It was not bad. Like I was 15 when I met him.
15?
He had just got, he was 18,
okay.
yeah, something like that.
Because
he's in the army.
Okay.
He was in the army.
I got you. So you guys were kids, basically.
Yeah. So that's why my dad was like, the fuck? he's a child.
Yeah.
Who is this? And he just, me and my dad. He's probably right.
So you were being rebellious. Is that fair to say?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So I'm trying to. So you actually got over to the country with the husband that you currently have?
No, that was my ex-husband.
That
Now
got you
I
over
got
it.
remarried.
So when's the last time you spoke to? Oh, you said he's locked up.
Yeah, and I haven't actually
Did you write him
kept
a letter?
up. Of course not. And I haven't
Just
caught.
being
It
fuckery. Go
is
ahead.
time to stop the fuckery.
I haven't ran into him since our bad divorce because it was ended up badly.
How long were you married? With him?
Okay, so I got married to him 2007 when I was in Egypt, and I got divorced when I was in America in December 2009. So that's how long our relationship was. But of course, I was talking to him on the internet for his 2007. I'm very analytical about my life. I have I'm like with the dates. My husband even tells me, he's like, when did it? I'm like, no, it was on this date. So yeah.
Did you tell your current husband about that situation?
Yeah, when I met him, it was when that was falling apart.
So if you can go back to hands of time, what would you have done differently?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. We're applaud her, goddammit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, now you got me my mind is going to a different space. What else you want to talk about? The floor is yours. What you want to do? I can go back into the adult entertainment stuff.
Can I ask you
Yes,
why
you can
you
ask me what you
pulled
want.
out these tweets? Because I felt attacked.
Well, no, I do that. If you watch X amount of interviews, then you would know.
Because in
why
my
I do that.
head,
But I ask all performers about their tweets. That's a part of journalism. That's a
no,
part
but
of
none
researching.
of these ones. Like
You had some where you weren't speaking English too. I was concerned. I was about to send you a message. Do you speak English? Because you were speaking Arabic.
I speak Arabic,
yeah.
and my French is not very good.
But you speak your English as well. So you were saying you felt like you were being attacked because I asked you about.
Well, the pink and the one, I was like, I wasn't trying to say like, it's just, I was just like telling girls, because a lot of times guys don't know what like your vagina would end up
Well,
being
they must have seen much vaginas in their life. Go ahead.
I mean,
Roast beef is roast beef. If it looks like roast beef, it's roast beef. That's a color. If it looks like hot pink, it's hot pink.
I know, but like sometimes you wouldn't know. Like
The man ain't worried about the color of your vagina. They worried about if the lips are together or they conglomerated. Or they
I didn't mean
you know,
it like that.
all over the place.
I meant it like.
That was your tweet. You can't tweet something and then ask me like, "Well, I'm coming at that." You put that out there to the public. So if I'm asking you about that, that's because I want clarity. Where does that come from? Why did you tweet that? It's not ill will.
Because my color is like roast beef and like,
Okay, so
my lips are like.
But why are you worried about that? You got 4 kids, right?
Yeah.
So that means your husband ain't got a problem with your box, right?
No.
Okay, so why are you worried about the color of your vagina?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to understand why you care about that. Care about if it's still got a grip. That's the most important part, not the color. You know?
Okay.
Don't worry
Okay,
about
so
that.
grip
You got
is
bigger
the
fish to fry.
important.
Grip and nice pretty lips is nice. The lips is nice.
But I
Nobody's
can't-
ever. I've never heard a man say, "I don't like the color of her vagina." I've never in my life heard a man tell me that. I literally. Have you ever heard a man tell you I didn't like the color of her vagina? Because I don't.
No.
Have you? So you come from the Middle Eastern. That Middle Eastern men don't eat box, right?
I've never been with a Middle Eastern man.
Never.
Yeah,
because you came out young. Yeah.
I was like, I'm never going to, because I didn't understand anything about the sexual thing, but I just saw how they treat their women, and I kind of did not. I knew I was not going to be able to wear the pants, or at least share the pants. I don't want to. Okay, I'm not maybe wearing the pants is kind of like a far reach, but at least share the pants, like, you know. And I knew they were men back there. They don't have that, but they're changing, you know. Or maybe my experience was different, because I meet a lot of like Arab guys, especially now, and they like come to me and stuff like that, and I just didn't even know that was like. Come to me? Yeah, like they ejaculate thinking about me.
Oh, okay. Oh, come
Like,
to you, literally
my-
come to you. Okay,
yeah,
got
to
you.
And that's in itself is like.
You've been around the block. Is that fair to say?
Depends.
As far as
Sexually, I have
life,
not.
not sex, just as far as life.
Yeah.
What do you say? What would Sasha Pearl, if a 20-year-old came to you and said, "Hey, listen, I'm thinking about getting in the adult film industry," what would you tell her?
Do you like, being on camera, getting,
Getting what, railed?
Yeah, you know, having like people see how like you're in the most intimate parts of you. Is that something?
Putting your body out there?
Yeah, is that something that you want to do? And then really think about it. But it's very hard to tell somebody in their teen a question like I mean, 20 is not teen, but your brain is not even. Yeah, you're 25 years when your brain like kind of connects.
Yes.
So I can imagine myself at 20, I would
coming in this world.
I mean, if it came across my life, I probably would have joined it. It never came across my life at the time. Like, there was not an opportunity as easy as when I started now, when I just ran into a freaking porn star that told me I know an agent. So it was so easy.
You have you ever witnessed a man do penis injections, stuff like that?
Can I plead the fifth?
No, you can say it because it's not like somebody hasn't said it before. You can plead the fifth. Yes, you can actually pass on it, but I'm just saying it's not a big deal.
It's just because, like, I don't know. It's like, you know, when you're like an athlete and they're like, there's like stuff. Like,
have you ever seen a man use a penis pump?
Can I also?
Has your husband used a penis pump?
No, he likes his medium kind of.
Okay, his erection he's still getting an erection, is what you're saying to me. The only reason I asked you that because Bathmate provides great penis pumps.
So the pumps help you get an erection?
Yes, for those that are can't get it up.
I didn't know.
Bathmate provides. They sold like over $1 million plus.
Dude, I'm very
pumps
shallow
out there. So shout out to Bathmate and adding water. I didn't know if you. So if you know any male figures that want to that have problems getting erections, tell them to check out Bathmate.
I'm very shallow. I thought it's to make your penis bigger.
Well, they say that an extension, but it's actually to get that blood pumping. Well, maybe there is. They probably do. But their stuff is more like medical and really fixing the problem.
I like when people do things.
Have you ever dated a man that bought a penis pump?
No.
Okay. Well, if you did, you probably wouldn't know. I don't think a man would share that with you.
I would want a man in a relationship with me to want to share that with
everything
me.
With you, right?
Yeah, just let me know. If you want to wear fake tits, fucking let me know, dude. I will dress you up.
Have you? Now you said you want to talk like that. Have you pegged a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he has sugar in his tank?
What does that mean?
Fruity.
What does that mean? I'm sorry. Like what? Like what is?
Fruity, sugar.
What?
Hated it. Jesus Christ.
like
you never seen any living color. You're 30, 35, right? So
I have gaps in my American.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay,
knowledge.
I give you that.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying like he's gay?
Yeah. Applauder. Well, it has sugar in his tank. Might be bisexual.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
So you think a man that wants a dildo or strap on, if they want you to strap up and put in work in their booty hole, or put one of those anal plugs by Bathmate in there, you would feel like they have a little sugar in the tank. Is that fair?
No, it's not,
okay,
because
you just think they're a big freak?
It just depends, because some of them are big freaks and some of them, like, I knew this writer that, it's funny because he's very like, but he just liked to get pegged by like females.
So that was a fetish. That's fair.
Oh, okay, that's a fetish.
But do you get turned on by doing that?
Yeah, I get turned on by like sexual new things. You know, I'm a try anything once.
Is your husband open to new sexual experience? Was he always like that, or you brought him in? You broke him in?
I'd say 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah, like he just wants somebody to be like, eh.
I want to ask you certain questions, but now you told me you're married, so it's like I don't want to mess you up. So
no, it's fine.
Well, have you been promiscuous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. We already went.
What makes you promiscuous? Some of the best nights I've ever had in my life was being spontaneous.
So I worked at a strip club, right?
Oh, so you was sex in the champagne room type?
No,
shit?
I've never done anything in the club, just because if you do that, you lower the ball game for all the girls. Like, and also it's a fantasy, you know, but that doesn't mean I didn't make arrangements to meet somebody outside.
So you
be smart about it.
Yeah. Have you
in the club?
What's the most money you've ever been offered for pleasure?
So much. But I when I want to
Can
do
you give me a figure like
between 7 to 10.
Jesus
like
Christ. You messing with them rich folks got in it?
Well, they blow less, like same amount and don't even get.
Don't get nothing out of it. I got you.
So for them, because you're spending all this money, just like, you know.
I want to make sure that you feel extremely comfortable with me, and now you asked me about your tweets. What else do you want to talk about? What's on your mind?
Call me. What's on my mind? don't know. I'm enjoying just being
Enjoying the moment.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being the center of attention.
You are the center of attention. Goddamn, we applaud you.
Sorry, I would have prepared questions for you because my mind, I get really in the moment and my mind goes blank. So the only reason why sometimes my face lights up because you're hitting my insecurities, right? And I'm he sees through my bullshit.
It's time to stop the fuckery.
Fuck. I was I space out. I'm fuck. I did not think it was gonna be it. Okay.
So how about I be complimentary to you, and I'm gonna say you made me flattered when you was I cannot wait to meet you. I appreciated that. How about that? Does that make you feel better?
I mean,
just in the beginning, you was I don't flake. So I appreciate that. And we kept communication the whole time. You made sure you sent me a little text here, a little text there.
I'm kind of the one with the scar face, Tony Montana.
Tony Montana.
All I got is my words and my balls, the female balls.
All you got is your balls and your words.
Female balls, so people won't be oh, let me see that. And just keep in perspective.
What's the female balls? Testicles.
I think the ovaries.
The stuff we can't see.
Start making X-rays, but radiation is bad for my body.
Do you masturbate?
Of course.
What do you use?
My hands most of the time.
You from the old school. You just get on there and you know how to work it?
There's two reasons I masturbate. Either to make a movie, to
get yourself open?
Yeah. No, well, not to get myself open, to film it, or to put myself to sleep. Sometimes I just can't sleep.
You need that late night nut to go to sleep, huh?
I just put in a movie, and just...
Oh, you have to watch a movie. You can't just imagine a previous...
Depends on how tired I am. If I'm still tired, I'll imagine it. But if I'm wanting to set a vibe, I'll fucking find something I want to masturbate to.
Are you using edibles? You smoke weed? What do you do?
Oh my gosh, I smoke weed a lot.
Where do you get your weed from?
The Higher Path here in LA.
Oh, you just go to the dispensary?
Yeah, I do.
But when you're in Florida, where'd you get the weed from? You had a license or you just make a phone call?
It depends. Usually a lot of people in the industry smoke, so they hook me up. Yeah, they're give
Use papers?
I don't know. I like pipes and bongs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You know how to roll a joint? No.
I do, but last resort. If we're in a group and nobody knows, I will be I got you.
You probably have so much extra wrap paper on there. That's unnecessary. You know what that means? So
when you spit and you be
well, no, you just got extra paper. You got to stuff the weed. Get rid of the extra paper. If it's not neat. Anyway,
I like to make it fat. I like to.
Okay, got you. All right, can we get back to the interview?
Sure.
All right. Have you experienced any ego tripping on the set? When you were the performers, this person's full of themselves.
Actually, no.
No, that's good.
Everybody's been super into it.
What about your sex game? You feel like you need to improve the most?
I feel like opening my mouth a lot more. I don't know if I'm teething a lot of these guys or not because they're so nice.
Talking about your talk game?
No.
Oh.
I'm teething. My teeth is
well, they should let you know.
I mean, sometimes I feel like guys just feel like it's part of the job, and I was performing with a male talent, and I was looking at his penis, and I felt so bad because I saw a little scratch, and I was this, you get this from
your teeth?
Yeah, and I was but sometimes in the angle, how they put me, it's very hard for my mouth to go this way, so I accidentally feel I hit it, and I'd ask, do you feel okay? I'm sorry. Did it hit you? I'll work on it. So I feel I just need to be more of a throat goat and be but I'm working on it. I think the bigger dicks I take in my mouth, the wider. I don't know. So you get used to it because I get sore now, but I feel practice makes.
You ever had lockjaw?
Not from giving blowjobs, but in normal life.
Tell me about a location you were sexually active and you never imagined would happen.
Very basic, to be honest. I am.
Are you a pillow princess?
No, I like to do the work, but I get scared of getting caught.
Getting caught?
Yeah, so I cannot do it in a public. I don't like to do it in a car. Gotcha. I can't get in I'm not in the bathroom.
You got shame in your game, goddammit. That's what that is. That's all you have
but
to say.
Take me to a bedroom and spend money on me, and I will show you a night of your life.
God damn it.
We got a bona fide freak in the building.
The most embarrassing moment on set for you so far?
My anal.
Oh, what you talked about?
Yeah, that's my most
You'll get over that.
embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, everybody was very nice, and I, like, I'm so sorry.
What's your go-to meal after a shoot?
What? Oh, food?
Yeah.
Depends on what I'm doing the
You eat
next
pork?
day. Yeah, I like bacon. I do get challenged, like because my husband's family are Eastern European, so pork is very big in their diet. So I get always they do that. So I do have a little voice in my head telling me you're not supposed to be eating this, but I'm like, you're a grown ass woman. This meat is not dirty. It was like passed by the FDA. Get the fucking grip and get your protein. Yeah, I'm working through a lot of things in myself.
Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. If you could debate one individual, dead or alive, have a debate somebody, dead or alive, who would that be and why?
I never thought about it because I feel like I always go like, oh, okay, you're right.
Oh, okay, so you're cooperative.
I just don't know enough to have a strong opinion.
And anything?
To be honest, yeah.
That you're passionate about. I think you have the opinion. You're a smart woman. You can speak. You're not illiterate. End goal for Sasha Pearl. What do you want it to be? What do you hope to have it say at the end of the day about you? Sasha Pearl, the performer.
That she is one of the really good performers out there, and she also happens to be Middle Eastern, like the most timid people. It's kind of doing it for the culture. You
said
know?
most timid?
I don't even know if that's a generalization either. But at least that's the general, view is that women from the Middle East are Muslim girls. They cover up.
Have you had to would you reenact that? Now that you brought that up, would you reenact playing the Muslim girls like the roles? Like Maya Khalifa had to do it. A young lady I interviewed, Violet Gems. Even though she's a Cuban girl, but she looks similar to you, and they had her play the Muslim role. Would you do that, or are you not messing around like that?
I have been doing.
Oh, you have done it. Okay, has it come out yet?
A bunch, yeah.
Interesting enough. So you didn't give it down.
No, because they've been sexualizing it for the past decade. Why am I gonna be like the new
One monkey
cookie?
don't stop no show, goddammit. I get it.
I actually made a post about it and deleted it because sometimes I don't want to ruin the allure or whatever character
Gotcha.
I'm building. So I did sometimes.
All right. So that's the. Let's start name drop. Name drop. That's when I state things. That's moment of truth. Name drop is when I state people's names. I'm going to state two performers.
Oh my gosh.
And you're going to tell me the first thought that comes to your brain. And then I'll state one high profile figure in mainstream society, like a celebrity, even though performers are celebrities also in their own way, right, in their own industry. Are you ready?
I like to be politically correct.
You're just going to tell me the first thought that comes to your mind when I say their name.
Oh, okay. So
all right. So it's literally like one word answer. Chloe Amore.
Love that girl.
Yes, we applaud her, goddammit. She's been on.
She's so funny.
Good looking.
And she's very funny. Like,
yeah, she was a pleasure. She I respect her mind. Musa Phoenix.
That man.
You worked with
on
him?
a ride.
Yeah.
I did content with him. Was very horny, and he just fucking. Oh my gosh! Like,
pounded you out.
It's awesome. I had a lot of firsts with him. I was never dominated, and he knew exactly how. Like, he's a master in his art. Yeah.
Bobby Shmurda. I saw that you follow him. Why?
Who's that?
What's Bobby Shmurda's song, Piero? You know Bobby Shmurda. What's that again? About a week ago.
Hot and
yeah. How you know the song, but you don't know the name.
I don't know. Maybe he came up on something and accidentally clicked it. Yeah, I should unfollow him.
But you know the song.
Because I'm.
It's time to stop the fuckery.
Well, you ain't hot no more. Them pros to let you go. Go ahead.
I follow a bunch of people, and it gets away from getting to the talents that I want. Because I follow, like, I'm very nice. I've got somebody. I don't really care about social media so much, but I do, but I don't. So when a guy tells me in a fan, he's like, please follow me, Sasha. So I follow him. I'm like, cool. If I saw it, I do it. So I have now so many that I can't find the talents that I want to work with. I'm like, fuck. Now I need to declutter my following so that I can see the people that I want to be like, hey, I want to fuck you. Hey, I want to fuck you.
Okay. Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. I'm locked in with you. The moment of truth time. That's when I'm going to state things, and what I state, if it's true, you tell me it's true. If it's false, you can tell me why it's false. If it's something you choose not to answer, you can say pass. You follow me?
Yes.
All right. You've had a talent ignore your double tap.
What's a double tap?
That's when they're going a little bit too hard, or you're uncomfortable. You might pinch the leg. You might double tap.
No.
You haven't done that.
No.
You prefer.
I want to see how far my body can take it sometimes.
Okay. Well, there's some guys out there that will take you to the promised land. I promise. You prefer the money shot on your chest?
No, it doesn't matter. Whatever the director wants. Is that what it means? Like when
Not what the director wants. Where do you prefer it? If you had a choice, if it was up to Sasha
Inside of
Pearl.
me.
Oh, you like cream pies?
Yes.
Okay, well, applaud you.
I showed up on my first time. I was like, I have an idea, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. And he's like, where'd you find this chick? It's like, no, it's a facial, darling.
Been a long time. Been a while since you've had sex with a condom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
You still remember how to put one on?
I've never put it on.
Never. You never used a condom in your life?
I mean, the few times like when I had like my freaking little escapades.
Okay.
They put it on.
But that's it.
It's just nothing.
Do you remember how to put on? You never put one on. They put it on themselves. Okay, got you.
Hopefully they did it right. Shit.
If you had you have sons, girls. What do you have?
Oh, boys.
Would you mind if they became an adult performer? Would you be okay with that?
I mean, we can't be in
Their
it at the
choice?
same time.
Well,
One has
clearly,
to
you'll be
do
out before
that.
they get in. Well, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want it
I don't
in
know
the
if they
first.
want their mama to be in the film industry with them. If they decide to do that.
yeah,
that would be a little weird.
Yeah, I did work in a strip club where a mom and daughter worked at the same time.
It is time to stop the fuckery.
I'm supposed to actually say something after that.
Sorry.
Okay. 18 is too young to be an adult performer.
Depends. Some 18-year-olds lived a long life.
At 18, what would you think you could have been an adult performer?
Not me. My life experiences were not. I was
Well,
like 12-year-old.
We spoke about this already. You hate when production companies ask you to play the role of an Arabian woman, but you've already said you're doing it. So
No, I don't hate it.
No, I'm saying it doesn't even make sense to ask you that. I'm seeing the question now, but you already answered it, basically. Because you said they've already been doing it before I got here. I'm just continuing the process, right?
Oh yeah, like how like in general, like yeah, ever since if you go on the internet and you see because I look at see what kind of content people want more, and it's mainly like the hijab stuff. So there's like a fan base for it. There's a whole like Reddit tribe. So people are buying it. Why wouldn't I?
You prefer circumcised?
No, because I didn't have a lot of sex with like uncircumcised. So and I know that their heads are more sensitive and stuff. But my experience, I've only had one like that.
Sure,
Maybe
you'll
two.
come across some more.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Have you had a talent? You've had a talent hang out with you after a shoot.
A lot.
You choose to hang out with them, or you turn them down?
No, I do. I actually asked them after. I was like, hey, want to go grab lunch? And if they have arrangements, they don't want to, they say no. And if they do,
you just have lunch, nothing else after that?
Depends.
Side note question: when's the last time you took down a stranger, a regular civilian?
I've never. Because
you know
my
what
husband.
I mean by take down? Well, you said you've been promiscuous.
Yeah, but that was like
a long time ago.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I did say, okay, I'm gonna be faithful, but we have to do these little escapades. We go to like swingers. I was just not being truthful about who I am.
When's the last time you had a regular guy holler at you on the street before we finish this up?
I think the Uber driver.
Yeah, what'd he say to you?
It's a beautiful morning. He just kept like looking at me, and I
Well, he finds you attractive. That doesn't mean he was hollering at you. I'm talking about hollering at you like, hey, can I have your number? Hey, what are you doing later? Can I do that?
No.
When's the last time that happened?
I think when I was in New York City in 2019. I was trying to go to the
Are
Brooklyn
you understanding what I know you're not a bad looking one.
I
There's no way you
don't
go to the
go.
grocery-
I don't go to places. My life is very like strip club on the weekends. At home, I'm with the kids. So I don't have. And then I come out here for like spurts and I shoot.
Got you.
So my life is very like basic.
You've got burned as a performer.
I got my heart broken.
I'm not talking about that burn. I'm talking about chlamydia.
Oh
gonorrhea,
no,
and all
no.
that
Knock
stuff.
on wood.
I
I've
know
never.
you got your heart broken.
Yeah. I fall in love easy.
I might need it. I don't like to say you got an STD, so I say just say burns. You know,
I'm
just to clean it up.
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's the performer previous prior to you.
No,
Same thing.
I've gotten lucky so far because I mean,
It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It happens to everybody.
I'm not upset if it
Yeah.
happens. I will just be like, the pain. That's what is gonna be hard for me to deal
Well, as long
with.
as it's curable. That's the main thing I would be.
Why are
worried
you
about.
trying to scare?
No, I'm not trying to scare you. This is the reality. You're a grown woman. You thought about all this before you got
Yeah, I
into
have,
it. So
I have.
we're just asking the questions. You sometimes think to yourself, I wonder how all this is gonna play out.
No, I have a whole plan. But back about
The burned. Okay.
Yeah, I shoot with guys that shoot a lot in mainstream, so they're always getting pussy. It's very hard for them to be like, so the chances of this is very low. Like I haven't shot, like I do shoot with, I'm planning to shoot with content creators, but I only shoot with people that have agencies representing them. So, and I do my due diligence. So I try to be proactive, and I don't want to get something, I don't want to get HIV. That's
Nobody wants to get HIV,
But-
clearly. What about that guy that just got recently called out for having a fake test? Did you see that?
yeah, I did.
So it's real out here.
I was like,
It's real out
whoa.
here.
But they were all not represented by an agency.
Correct.
So they're
So you gotta be careful with those collaborations. Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. Can you tell, that's your camera, can you talk to the audience and let them know something rare about you?
I don't.
Something rare. Well, rare already. You have 4 kids. I can't tell you the last time a performer's got on here. I've had a performer come on here and have a child, but not 4. So that's new. But it doesn't matter. 1 and 4 is still the same shit. Still a parent.
It's like water slide now.
Oh yeah.
Kidding. Well, I think the only difference about me is that I grew up very conservative in Saudi Arabia. That's basically.
That's not rare though. I'm talking about something rare about you.
To-
Like,
and
are
to
you
do
double
porn.
jointed? Can you do a split?
Is that rare? A lot of people.
Yeah,
do
a lot of women
splits.
can't do splits. Not on a D.
I mean, I've done that. I've done that.
You have done that?
Yeah,
You are flexible.
Very.
Do you do yoga?
I do.
Yoga helps assist in your flexibility. Do you find meditate? When you do it, you do it. What goes through your mind when you're doing yoga?
Nothing. I can't. I really blank out easy. Like I can just be doing my motions, like la la la. Look at my arms up in the air. It's like stuff like that.
So there's nothing rare about you. You don't play video games. You don't just something.
I'm
rare.
very regular. Like
You're a regular degler.
Yeah, the only thing that specializes me in porn is my background. That's I think that, and that's why probably I put a lot of like levy on it when I joined, because I was like, I will have fans from where I'm from because they're being represented, because that's how it felt for me when I first saw Kim Kardashian on TV. All look Western. It was like, oh, this chick looks like me.
Do you go grocery shopping?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so all right. So there's nothing rare about you. I bet you there is. It's not coming to you right now at this moment.
Guess like
Let the audience know anything some things you got coming forward in the near future before we check out.
a lot of scenes.
A lot of scenes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. It wasn't that bad? You feel
That was
okay?
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
It wasn't that bad, right?
I
Are you
did.
glad you did it?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm more conscious.
And people are going to now find out who you are. I appreciate you being honest and sharing those dark spots of your life with us. You're not the first person to do that. You won't be the last, but we do appreciate you doing that.
Thank you. It
I
feels
think
like
the audience will also appreciate that too.
feels like a cleansing for me too.
Yeah, so you'll be all right. Sasha Pearl joining us on the Bougie Show. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Take care, and it was a pleasure interviewing you. We are checking out, y'all. Yay!
It's the Bougie Show with Zeta DJ. Zeta DJ. Zeta DJ.
What up, world? I am Zeta DJ, the host of the Bougie Show, and I'm here to let the world know that I'm co-signing Bathmate for having the world's best-selling penis pump for a reason, with over 1 million satisfied men and even more partners. I mean, you hear the words coming out of these performers' mouth. They want to be satisfied in the bedroom. No man should suffer from feeling inadequate due to not being able to rock out with their jock out. Bathmate is the only way to play, and all I gotta say is just add water, baby. You know what time it is. Pump, pump, pump it up.